Okay, cold brew coffee. Y'all like it? Y'all hate it? This is how you make it. Um, Actually, this is how you make it really cheap. This is the best solution that I could come up with to make cold brew coffee cheaply. So, Diane absolutely loves this stuff. She was buying it like at Walmart in the 32-ounce bottles, and it was becoming really expensive. It was like $5 for 32 ounces. I could probably make 32 ounces of cold brew for maybe 50 cents or less, give or take. So, better solution. It's a different way of brewing coffee though, but it works. She says it's like amazing, like almost identical to the flavor that she's getting from what she's been getting from. It's a Starbucks brand. So,
No, it's not. It's
Stokes brand. So this is how I've learned how to make it, and it's really easy, really simple. So this is how it all works. Okay, to start this process off, you need a cup of coffee, and the reason why this is probably the cheapest way to make it, because this is just your regular coffee that you would make for your hot coffee in the coffee pot. This is no sponsor at all, but it's the Walmart brand Colombian ground coffee, regular ground coffee. Okay? So you get a cup and you put it in a container, and actually this is a salad bar bowl from a restaurant. But anyway, you put it in a container like that, and then you're going to add water to it. I use the refrigerator water because it's filtered. You can use filtered water. You can use tap water wherever you want. Another reason why I use the refrigerator water, because it's already cold. So instead of having, the tap water temperature and then cooling it down, I just use refrigerator temperature water, and then that way it's already at that temp. But you're going to fill it with water and then put it in the refrigerator for minimum of 12 hours. I've left it in over 48. So it's still the same. After the 12-hour mark, 24-hour mark, it's still pretty much the same. She hasn't said anything different about the taste after that 12-hour period. So minimum of 12 hours up to 2 days. So fill it up with water, and I'll show you how I do that. I'll just usually shake it really well and then stick it in the refrigerator. But this is all I do, is pretty much just stick it up here and fill it up with water, just like this. I usually kind of turn it around because the coffee grounds will actually float with the water. So I just kind of turn it around and get the coffee grounds to get down into the water. But just fill it up with water. Put the lid on it, just like that. And then I give it a good shake. Make sure that it's a watertight container that you're putting it in if you're going to do this, because coffee will go everywhere. Just like that, and like I said, I'll stick it in the refrigerator for 12 to 24 hours, and you'll have cold brew coffee. Take the coffee out of the refrigerator, and you're going to transfer it, and I'm just using a measuring cup, and this is how I transfer it, back and forth. So when you get that, you're gonna have coffee grounds, and you can dump them in the trash, or we got a garbage disposal, so I just put it down in the drain and let the garbage disposal take care of it. But rinse out all of the grounds really, really well, just like that. And then you're just gonna transfer it back and forth, just like that. Now you can see the coffee grounds are just right there. Just kind of pour slowly, and then I put my finger right there to stop the coffee grounds from going in as I tilt it up. Just like that. See there, all the coffee grounds? And then just repeat this process until there's no coffee grounds, or very, very, very little coffee grounds left between the two. See, it's getting not so many in there now. But this process right here is what I found out to make it go through the filter so much easier and quicker. You can pour it all in there together at the same time, but it will take an even longer process. This just speeds up the process, basically. And if you're hearing that, that is our washer making all that racket.
It's always something. A clock, a vacuum, a vehicle.
Right. An airplane outside, something. Right. Helicopter outside one time. Okay, so this should be the last time. See there? Very little coffee grounds left in it. So, at this time, now our washers are really making a racket. Alright, now what you do is you take your filter, and any coffee filter will work. So what this one come with the little thing at the bottom of it, just like this, and it seems to be easier if you take that off and just pull it off. It just pulls right off. Anyway, take that off, put your filter over the coffee pot like that, and then put your paper filter in there. I guess it would be a filter holder. And then put your paper filter in there, and then just start pouring your coffee in, just like that. And let it drain, and just kind of keep filling it as it's draining. And what I found out, that to make this process go faster, keep it as full as you possibly can without having to go over the paper, because it will continue to run through like a regular coffee maker would, and it won't take as long. It will slow down because there are going to be coffee grounds in the bottom, so it will slow down a little bit. But just kind of keep adding to it. When it goes down, just add a little bit more to it. Just like that. Now when you get down to the end, just let it sit there and drain. And it will eventually all drain through the filter. Okay, with the water to mix with the coffee, I do the same way. I get the refrigerator water, just like this. and a little over 3 cups of water. I hit the 3-cup line, and then I go a little bit past, and then that's it. Okay, y'all. As you can see, we're almost there. Sometimes you won't be able to get it all out. It just, the longer you wait, the more it will come out because it's still steadily dripping. But at this point, I'm just going to cover my hand over the hole and just put it in the trash. And then I'm going to add water to the pot, the little over 3 cups of water. Add that to the pot. Then you have coffee. So that's how you make cold brew coffee, from start to finish, and she loves it. So try it. You're going to love it also.
Hold on. You can't talk about it unless I show them how it works, like how good it is. First,
First the ice.
And then milk of choice or cream of choice. I use almond milk. And just pour till I like it. And then, friends, you go to this pitcher right here. Cold brew, just like it'd be tea in the fridge. It's cold brew. Scrummy.
Almost out.
Then you have any sugar-free creamer, actual creamer, because it's thicker. Then you get a straw. Stir, stir, stir. Dip it in. Okay, so you stir it. Dip it in. And delicious. It's the best. And I could drink this all day long. Here is a disclaimer though. Should I tell them?
Tell them.
So, cold brew coffee is great because if you have a heartburn or indigestion, it helps reduce that because it takes out some of the acid because of the way that you're filtering it. And there's all kinds of things about it. But it is hard on the gut.
It is hard on the gut.
If you need to go number 2, drink a couple cups.
It will clean you out.
It
But
takes-
I don't drink coffee myself, much less cold brew. But I've heard that about regular hot brew coffee, that it does the same thing. So if you're...
But this is different because you've seen the effects from hot and cold.
Yeah.
Definitely a different show.
Okay.
So,
So,
other than that, you have a delicious drink. I drink 4 of these a day.
yeah. Sometimes more.
I can drink them right before I go to bed.
Right. And that can of coffee has been lasting us for about 2 weeks with her 4 to 5 cups a day. So $6 for that can of coffee compared to $5 for a 32 ounce, which is pretty much drinking
Right now.
3 to 4 32 ounces a day, because that's not a full 32 ounce
No.
with just the coffee.
No.
So probably 3 to 4 32 ounces a day. So that would be, $15 to $20 a day compared to maybe 50 cents to 75 cents a day.
Yeah. But it's delicious, and I hope you guys will try this.
A cheap, easy, quick fix to making your own homebrew cold brew coffee.
And the only difference is, because I watched a lot of videos about cold brew, is that instead of filtering it, You get a coffee sock,
Coffee sock.
and you just let the sock go in the water.
Yes.
But to be honest, I like this a lot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't spend the money to get the
grinder.
the grind. Well, we
the
got
whole
a
beans.
grinder.
We got a grinder, but we spent the money to get the grinder. We also spent the money on regular
Beans.
full beans to grind ourselves.
And that just wasn't worth it. But I really think you should try this. If you like cold coffee, here's your thing. We call it cold brew. I don't even know if it's the true cold brew, but it's
It
cold
is.
brew. Yeah.
That's how I learned how to make it online on YouTube. So, cold brew coffee.
Cold brew coffee. Thanks, you guys.
We'll be back.